Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute potpourri of brand news, branding focus, industry conversation, and everything in the mix aimed at promoting the brand idea. My name is Dele Agadumo. You're welcome to the show. Welcome to Brand News. One of Nigeria's foremost advertising agencies, Inside Publicis, has celebrated its 39th anniversary with a strong commitment to continue to render qualitative marketing communication services to its numerous clients, both within and outside the shores of the country. The agency, a part of Inside Redefini Group, was founded in 1979 as Inside Communications. Chairman Troika Holdings, Mr. Shobanjo, while expressing his gratitude to God for the achievements and laudable feats of the agency since its existence, said that Inside Publicis has grown to become a household name globally. Shobanjo revealed that the agency, initially known as Inside Communications, was established by 18 young men and women who trusted God for the growth of the company. Black House Media, Quadrant MSL, and 5 other public relations agencies put up an outstanding performance at the 2018 Lagos PR Industry Gala and Awards, otherwise known as La Prega Awards. The event, which was held at the Radisson Blu Hotel, Victoria Island, themed The Harrick, saw other agencies such as Brooks & Blake Nigeria Limited, C&F Porter Novelli, Africa Practice, Business Education Examination Council, and XLR8 coming tops in their respective award categories. The Managing Director, Chain Reactions, Israel Jaye Okpayemi, emerged as the PR Practitioner of the Year, while Inemeka Madwegbuna, Chairman, C&F Porter Novelli, bagged the Lifetime Achievement Award amongst other awardees. PHM emerged as the best PR agency using the new media, while Quadrant MSL, Africa Practice, and Brooks & Blake won the Best PR Agency to Work For category. Meanwhile, BEEC and XLR8 came tops as Best PR Training and Consultancy and Best PR Consultancy, respectively. And one of Nigeria's biggest and oldest out-of-home agencies, Afro Media PLC, has appointed Mr. Femi Olaiya to the position of Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer. Olaiya resumed his position late last month, having served as the company's Deputy Managing Director and Chief Operating Officer since October last year. This followed the resignation of Otumba Akinola Olopade as the Group Chief Executive Officer of the company. He joined the services of Afro Media in 2014 as an Associate Director, where he was charged with the mandate to revamp the sales and marketing operations of the business, which he did successfully by delivering a cumulative growth in revenue of almost 100% over a 3-year period. In 2017, he rose to the position of an Executive Director in the publicly quoted company. Nigeria's leading telecommunications brand, Airtel Nigeria, has launched the Season 5 of the highly popular Airtel Touching Lives, a philanthropic program. The premiere of the new season was held on Thursday, January 24, 2019, at Airtel's corporate head office in Lagos. Airtel Touching Lives is an inspiring corporate social responsibility initiative that seeks to offer practical relief, succor, hope, opportunities to liberate and empower the underprivileged, disadvantaged, and hard-to-reach persons in Nigeria. Speaking at the event, Segun Ogunsanya, Chief Executive Officer of Airtel Nigeria, urged corporate organizations to support laudable causes in uplifting underprivileged Nigerians. Ogunsanya told Marketing Edge on TV that the initiative has recorded huge success since inception and that a lot of people have benefited from it. Over 2 million Nigerians who were directly or indirectly plagued with varying forms of afflictions, ranging from health challenges to financial woes, have been touched by the program. The beneficiaries of the Airtel Touching Lives initiative are carefully selected from a pool of nominations by members of the public. Airtel thereafter offers support and empowerment to identified beneficiaries after relevant due diligence and verification exercises. According to the company, people can nominate individuals, communities and groups by dialing 367 or sending an SMS to the short code 367. Marketing Edge on TV also had a chat with the Corporate Communications Director, Mr. Emeka Okpara. Pepsi has unveiled a global marketing platform and tagline for the new year, revealing that "For the love of it" will replace "Live for Now" in more than 100 markets, including Nigeria. The new visual identity will be brought to life via packaging, out-of-home ads, TV, and digital. Explaining the thinking behind the campaign, which marks the brand's most significant overhaul in 7 years, Pepsi said the new strapline will aim to celebrate the pop and fizz of the cola like never before. And that's it on Brand News on Marketing Edge on TV. Created in Atlanta, Georgia by Dr. John S. Pemberton, Coca-Cola was first offered as a fountain beverage by mixing Coca-Cola syrup with carbonated water. Coca-Cola was introduced in 1886, patented in 1887, registered as a trademark in 1893, and by 1895 it was being sold in every state and territory in the United States. In 1899, the Coca-Cola Company began franchise bottling operations in and outside the United States, taking Coca-Cola to consumers in other parts of North America and Europe, and in subsequent years to other parts of the world. In 1951, the refreshing wave of Coca-Cola arrived in Nigeria and has remained a hit with consumers across the country. Brands remain relevant by understanding the attitude and requirements of their customers. This is often followed by products that fill the gap or need. Coca-Cola seemed to have exploited the opportunity that lies within the ever-busy schedule of most parents today, robbing quality moments amongst family members, and the need for products that will encourage bonding at homes by encouraging sharing, which is a basic value of family members. Coca-Cola was able to make a statement in this regard with the introduction of the 1-liter pack, fondly called Mama. Offering a comparative pricing advantage, the Mama pack sells at 200 naira and could be shared at meal times with up to 6 family members. Bolahon Sonny, Coca-Cola's franchise marketing manager, explained that the new pack is a way of demonstrating the brand's commitment to uplifting and uniting families and friends as they join and share meals and intimate moments. The campaign, which launched late last year, leveraged on one of Nigeria's most iconic celebrity couples, Tubaba and Annie Idibia, whose love story is quintessential and sealed with a song, African Queen, one of the greatest classics to have come out of the Nigerian music scene. In the commercial, members of the Idibia family could be seen sharing the Mama pack during mealtime in an intimate manner that stresses the benefits of great family moments, thereby reenacting the messaging of the campaign, which positions the pack as a mealtime hero of refreshing goodness, best shared and enjoyed with family and friends. This innovative idea and aggressive marketing and consumer promo explains why Coca-Cola has held tight to the leadership of the Coca category in Nigeria, despite rising competition. According to Coca-Cola HBC AG, the parent company for the Coca-Cola Company in Sub-Saharan Africa and Europe, volumes in Nigeria saw some significant growth in the third quarter of 2018. The company, in its latest trading update, noted that emerging markets volumes increased by 4.1%, with good contributions from all markets, including Nigeria and Russia. It's the Marketing Edge on TV and on Industry Conversation. Today we'll be joining my colleague Edna Chukwuka as she takes a look at Industry Conversation with Mr. Ikechi Odigbo.
If you're just tuning in, this is Marketing Edge on TV, a top of the market TV program aimed at promoting the brand idea. Marketing Edge on TV is a portfolio of news, gists and happenings in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. In this special edition package, our conversation focus is a review of the brand management business in year 2018 and of course, insight on year 2019. In the studio to do justice to this important topic is the president of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, Mr. Ikechi Odigbo, the leading advertising practitioner who has put in over 2 decades in the creative business, is also the group managing director of DDB Lagos, one of the Nigerian foremost and most awarded creative shops. Mr. Ikechi Odigbo sits on the board of the Cassis Group as the vice chairman. Ikechi currently oversees the DDB Lagos agencies within the Cassis Group. This covers 7 markets across West and Central Africa, including Nigeria, Cameroon, Congo, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea, Benin Republic, and Guinea-Bissau. His mandate is to transform DDB into the best and biggest building brand in Nigeria. Over 20 years of experience with various roles in account management and creative direction for leading brands, he's managed and played key roles in the development of leading brands in Nigeria. Do join me to welcome this iconic creative professional in this episode of Industry Conversation. Mr. Ikechi Odigbo, you're welcome to Marketing Edge on
Thanks
TV.
for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, our topic is on the review of brand management business in the year 2018 and as well as the insights on year 2019.
Yeah.
How will you assess brand management business in 2018?
I believe the brand management sector in 2018 experienced a fairly stable growth. We experienced a rebound from 2017, where we had the sector, like every other sector in the economy, beginning to experience some form of rebound from the recession of 2016. So to a great extent, we could say, even though the growth was not dramatic in 2018, there was a measure of stability and a return of some level of confidence in the business sector. One of the things I'd like to say is what determines the health, the buoyancy of the brand management sector is the patronage and activities in 3 key sectors. That's in the telecom sector, the financial services sector, and also, of course, within the FMCG sector. So what we saw in 2018 was a situation where, because of the transitionary phase of ownership for one of the telco players, which was previously very dominant within the youth segment, you had the other telcos become very active with a view to grabbing share and driving churn of the youth segment, and that spurred a lot of activity within trying to sell data and youth offerings. Within the financial services sector, we had a situation where innovative offerings, largely driven by the fintech, the new fintech companies, also spurred a lot of brand building and retail activity. And the tension between the traditional banks and the fintech industry and the fintech companies is going to continue to generate a lot of marketing activity, because on one hand they collaborate, but at the same time you have a sense that there are so many innovative products coming into the mobile banking space that the traditional banking sector is going to have to work very closely and try to make sure it's not out-innovated by the fintech, who are able to democratize the market by virtue of providing mobile banking solutions that go beyond the banking hall. With regards to the FMCGs, we saw some rebound. We saw the corporate performance of companies like Unilever and I think Nestle coming back on an upward trajectory, which speaks very positively for the future in 2019 going forward for the rest of the sector. Having said that, I believe the real sector, the FMCG sector, is such a critical facet of our economy that there is that important need to provide every necessary incentive for that, for these companies, these manufacturing companies, to begin to experience some form of alleviation and relief to be able to trigger growth across other sectors. Okay. Because because of the sheer scale of distribution and the value chain within the manufacturing and FMCG sector, once that sector is buoyant, you find that there is the opportunity for more SMEs, micro businesses, to receive a new lease of life. So the spiral effect is very significant.
Right. Yeah. With various activities in the marketing communication landscape,
yes.
What would you say were the low points and high points for brand management business in Nigeria?
Well, I'll start with the high points. I believe the high point, on a personal note, was my election as the president of the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria. At the macro level, it was also impressive to note that we had a situation where the advertising expenditure rose from 88 billion in 2017 to around 155 billion in 2018. Now, what could be responsible for that, like I had captured when I was giving an assessment of the brand management sector. Okay. But at the same time, I would say that we need to show cautious optimism. Exactly. Because most of that increase could be attributed to political campaigning activity in the latter part of the year.
I see.
And you would not ascribe that pot as going significantly to the professional certified advertising agencies. Okay. Because when you look at the campaigns out there, you find that they are largely run by foreign consultants and also by PR and media practitioners. So we would want that dynamic to change. We believe as an association that has successfully built iconic brands across sectors that we talk about, that the responsibility for building the nation brand and also the political brands needs to be delegated to the local agencies who have a deep understanding of the grassroots markets, the target audiences that we're trying to reach, and understand the local nuances within the various communities.
All right. So
in Nigeria.
You spoke about the micro activities. I would want you to tell us, what would you say about the micro and the macroeconomic situation of the country, if it has impacted heavily on the brand management business in the outgone year, that's year 2018? If yes, how? And if no, why? Please tell us.
Okay, I would say to a significant extent, the the macroeconomic situation
yes.
has been dampened a bit by the political season, because if you look at a major telco was supposed to do an IPO, and as a result of the season, they are still waiting to see how things will pan out. I believe that is the current dynamic that kicked in right from the second half of the year.
I see.
And it will stay that way until we navigate through the elections into the second half of the year. People, businesses, investors will adopt a wait-and-see attitude. And also, I believe that there is a trajectory, there is a convergence that is supposed to occur that would trigger exponential growth within the economy. Every once in a while, it's almost as if it's not planned. It really is not planned. It just happens that you have the government doing the right things, and you have a major trend from a critical aspect of the economy converging to lead to a growth and that breakthrough. If you look at India, that was the situation. You had a government about 15 years ago that was building fiber optic cables across the length and breadth of India. And in fact, most of the small crop farmers were protesting. So what is all this about? But just as that was being done, you had an IT generation, a cyber generation of Indian technocrats emerging onto the scene. And it was that infrastructural support that ushered India into a new phase of growth and brought it out of being just an underdeveloped emerging country to be among the BRIC nations. I see the potent innovation within the digital sector, the fintech sector, driving financial inclusion. And with the vibrance of the telco sector also converging to drive a new financial prosperity and democratization of opportunity. But this will occur and be sped up quicker if basic infrastructure like power, like roads, like the ports, like the basic technology backbones are there to support these trends, these very progressive trends. So I am very, very optimistic about the future of Nigerian economy. And I'm hopeful that the government, as it has promised, to continue to boost ease of doing business, and also to continue to invest more significantly in infrastructure.
How much do you think the brand owners would have expended on building their brands in year 2018?
I believe on the whole, from my data, it comes to about $600 million. $600 million. That shows significant potential, out of which we have about 155 billion attributed to advertising. Having said that, of growing concern is also the fact that the advertising budget is not growing. It's either static, it's not growing at the rate of other sectors in brand management, like activations and of course digital marketing, where we're finding most of these companies are plowing most of the budget into. It's understandable because given the challenging business climate, corporates, the business sector are looking to convert sales as quickly as possible, and it's easier to track those conversions, drive those sales conversions through digital marketing and activations at the shop front level.
I see. So, sir, with the estimate of about 155 billion naira, which you said earlier in your conversation, of advertising expenditure by 200 brands who are registered members of Advertisers Association of Nigeria, how much do you think should be the global worth of over 1,000 brands in the Nigerian market?
I believe in terms of marketing spend, that translates to a potential of about 750 billion naira.
750 billion naira.
I believe that would be about the size of marketing activity. With every indices within the business climate at a normal state. But having said that, that is quite conservative when you consider that media and entertainment has grown exponentially over the past 10 years. As at 2014, the combined size of media and entertainment sector of the market was about $4 billion. And in 2019, it's projected to grow to 8 billion. So it has doubled in size in the past 5 years.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right then. And it's still Marketing Edge on TV. We'll be right back. Do stay tuned.
And that's our package for this week on Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. Be sure to join us again next week when we'll be bringing you another package. But you could always contact us via our social media platforms on Twitter at Marketing Edge M, on Instagram at Marketing Edge Mag, and on YouTube at Marketing Edge TV. My name is Dele Agadumo. Thank you for watching.